What's happening, everybody? Today, I want to take you through a Renekton Darius deck that I whipped up during a live stream, just a theory crafting live stream a couple days ago. So this is day one of Shurima, and I'm pretty excited. So right now, it's just really the Overwhelm archetype. So let's take a look inside of it. Let's see how it looks. So it's 3 Dune Keeper, 3 Exhaust, 3 Precious Pet. We got 3 Grenadiers, 3 Rock Hoppers, 3 Ruthless Predators, just 2 Calling Strikes, 3 Draven, 3 Iron Ballista, 3 Whirling Death, 3 Renekton, 3 Decisive Maneuver, 3 Ruin Runner, and 2 Captain Farron. Pretty straightforward, right? This is an archetype I've loved for a while. I really have enjoyed it playing with it with Freljord, with Targon, using Draven and Darius, both of those two champions, using Sejuani even, Tryndamere. All these Overwhelm decks have been super fun, right? Based around Decisive Maneuver, getting you a big, massive strike, massive turn of just tons of damage. You're stunning the unit that is defending against one of your Overwhelm units, and you push through a bunch of damage. Well, the reason I think this deck has new life is for multiple cards. Exhaust, and I'll clump in Ruthless Predator with that, right? Both of these cards are great for vulnerable, making someone vulnerable, pulling out something that has 1 health and blasting a ton of damage through. That's a super solid play. On top of that, Ruthless Predator gives you +2 attack, so that's going to add 2 damage to your turn there. Exhaust won't, but it can help you trade favorably. It kind of takes the place of, say, Troll Chant in the previous deck, right? It'll help you trade favorably. You can pick the trade that you want, as well as giving that unit -2 attack. Really solid card all around. Those 2 cards fit really well into this archetype. More vulnerable access with Rockhopper is always solid, but there's just not really a ton of 2-drops, so that's kind of why he's in here. I think I'm riding really high on Rockhopper. I think he's amazing, and the access to vulnerable is solid. And he's just a 3/1 who's decent. Dune Keeper is just great for aggro, but for going back to why Shurima, it really comes down to Renekton and Ruin Runner. So Renekton obviously is a Overwhelm unit. He can have massive attack. He starts at a 4. If you do get something with vulnerable and you get to pull it, he's already at a 6 for 4. You're not going to find much higher attack than that at 4 mana. So even if he doesn't level up, really solid. Just playing Ruthless Predator, and then it puts him up to 8 attack on turn 4. It's tons of damage, and it's really, really solid. He's a really good unit to push through damage. And then kind of replacing Darius is actually the Ruin Runner. Darius is great when he levels. He does the 10 damage. He has 10 attack, which is crazy absurd. His champion spell is Decimate, which is great. But Ruin Runner is a really high-quality card, especially in this archetype. Really, I'm not sure outside of this archetype. I don't know where else. But in this archetype, one of the best cards that's come out for a deck in a long time. 6/4, great stats for 5 mana. On top of that, you have Overwhelm, which obviously is what you need, because when you use things like Decisive Maneuver, you buff this unit as well. But Spell Shield's the important one. They can't just instantly hush it to take away the removal. They can't, or the Overwhelm, they can't just instantly freeze it for the same reason. They have to commit 2 cards to get rid of this thing with spells. Obviously, it won't trade very efficiently. But if you're attacking and you're using something like Whirling Death, or you're using Vulnerable to pull something that won't trade back into you, or you Decisive Maneuver the thing that's blocking against this, tons of value there. So I'm going to jump in and play a couple games here with this deck. And, it's an archetype that I think a lot of people are pretty familiar with. Oops, that's verse AI. 1 second. I think it's an archetype that's a lot of people are, pretty familiar with. This is actually my first ranked game, too, that I'm jumping back into this season, so we'll see how it goes. But it's all about just kind of pushing tons of damage through. We have a decent early curve with damage, and then as we get later in the game, we can really start blasting out a ton of stuff. We just have a massive amounts of buffs and Overwhelm units. So we're looking for an early curve that seems suitable. Calling Strike's not bad against Zoe, but they do run, Nopify against Zoe Lee. Renekton's an interesting keep. I'm not sure. I think it's a little greedy to keep Renekton. If I was going to keep Renekton, I'd probably keep Ruthless Raider as well, or Ruthless Predator, but I'll pitch both. So obviously that hand's not super great, but we have a 1-drop. And we'll see how it goes. So we got another 1-drop, which is pretty good draw there. Always want to play this guy on offense most of the time. So I'll go for the exhaust play here. I want to kill this thing before they start buffing it too crazy. And my hand's pretty bad after this, so I think I want to get the trade happening now. Again, exhaust is a new speed. It's called focus speed. So it happens on at burst speed, but you can't react to it, or you can't play it in combat. You can't react with it, I mean, or play it in combat. So it's the exact same thing as gem speed. It's the exact same thing there. All right, so I'm going to actually go for the another exhaust here, and drawing Renekton was massive. So when I exhaust, I challenge with Renekton. He goes up to 6, and he's got Overwhelm. So we'll see how that works, and he's just going for the silence right away, because that would have been 5 damage through and half leveled Renekton. But we're pulling out a Hush right now. It's pretty decent. It's fine. You know, he's pretty behind. He can definitely cast spells. You don't really want to kill the Mentor in this deck all the time, but I'm trying to push him. Keeping him on his toes here. So I am going to go for the Culling Strike. It's a little risky. I don't think they run anything for 1 mana that can react, right? Gems can't react. So I think that should be a safe kill, which is pretty brutal. That's why we're running Culling Strike for a couple particular things like that. And we have a solid drop here as well. We drew really well after our starting hand was not the most solid thing. Camera's fidgeting out. Sorry about that, guys. Camera just likes to adjust automatically. He's sitting with 1 spell mana. I'm not sure what we're thinking about. We do have 12 damage showing. So we might be able to bust out 12 damage of just on this open attack. I mean, they run plenty of healing, so they have plenty of options to get around that, but we'll see. But for now, we'll get roped. All right, moving to next round. So it'd have to be something crazy that I would draw to make me not want to open attack. So we'll definitely just open attack here. All right, well, what have I played? I've played Exhaust twice, right? You can't play that in combat. Oh, I played Culling Strike. Totally forgot about played Culling Strike. So yeah, he gets the kill. We put him down to 2, which feels pretty decent. We don't have a huge drop here, but we'll put out the Grenadier. Renekton got 4 out of 12, which isn't, you know, that close. But this is a bad turn at 7. We have literally nothing to play, which is pretty feels bad. So Lee Sin is definitely going to have his way with somebody. Yeah, I don't really have anything for that, so it's kind of whatever. My hand, like I said, is pretty awful, so we'll just have to accept that for now. So now the question is, do we just open attack and go for the kill here, or do we play Captain Farron? Play Captain Farron, and then if he plays Concussive Palm, it's pretty bad. I'm just going to go for the open attack. I can always just play Farron afterward. I'm at 20 health. He can OTK, but haven't been super worried about that just yet. He's got plenty of healing. So we'll go for the kill with this to start. We can always react to this as well with a Culling Strike if he goes for a deny here. Right, so we'll put that out first. We'd rather him deny that. Now I can just Culling Strike the unit, get the kill clean, and then that's actually game right there. So you want to bait with the Whirling Death first. And we got the first win, so we'll play one more, see how it goes. That's the deck. I mean, it's really just trying to push through lots of damage. And, you know, even when our hand was bad, we got some lucky draws in the mid-curve and made it happen, which was good. So first rank game of the season. You got 1,000,000 quests. If you guys haven't bought the Battle Pass, it's pretty lit. Mastery's in the game too now, which is really sweet. So lots of cool stuff to do today. Don't know why the camera is doing this, though. I'll have to look into that after that. Sorry about that for this video, guys. I think it's just auto-focusing in a weird way. Lighting might be a little off right now. All right, so we got, he's got some mastery on there. He's been playing today. You see he's got these nice little tokens here at the bottom of his thing. It's pretty sweet. All right, so we're attacking on evens, which is kind of weird. We'll probably save our turn 1 mana. We'll pitch the Iron Ballista for now, even though it's solid, because we might want to get a 2-drop. We'll keep Exhaust. Getting a second Draven is no good. It's not terrible, actually, but... So we'll save that for this round. Exhaust is obviously amazing with Draven, just because you have Quick Attack as well, so you can really try to get somebody with that. That feels okay. Got some combat tricks. Play Draven here. He hasn't played anything yet, so he's definitely saving his mana for something. Concussive Palm is kind of whatever. Yeah, we'll take the 3. So I think we'll probably play Iron Ballista. We're at 6 mana here. So we'll go Iron Ballista. We could do Exhaust. I'll see what he plays. We might try to go for an Exhaust play. We might save the 3 mana for that. For this, I think I'm just going to attack. You know what? Now we'll go for the Exhaust and we'll drag him out. I don't want him to get the free block on my 4-3 here. So we'll drag him out. Try to go with this. He obviously could have answers for this, but... Camera. You done? Homecoming. I haven't seen that card in a minute. Alright, so we just get 2 damage through. We get 2 damage through, and he's got Concussive Palm back, so we know he has that.
I'm doing this my way.
He's got 2 mana, so he can drag something out. We do have a Whirling Death, so I'll just pass. If he passes to me, it's kind of whatever at that point. Yeah, we lose some mana, but we're just playing Iron Ballista anyway. Rather not just give him my Draven for free. So he gets the Concussive Palm off. We're going to attempt to kill Vi with a Ruthless Predator. This is the attempt. We'll have to see what he does. We do have a Whirling Death if we need to. Ooh, Burst Speed Whimsy's pretty good. That is pretty good. I think we'll save our mana here. I got Whimsy and Homecoming to this game. That's pretty crazy. We'll end around here. We'll save our 3 mana. Might come in use. Rockhopper's not too bad. This I'm just going to let happen. I don't really care. I'm going to play my other Draven this turn anyway. I don't have anything else for 7. So yeah, we'll just go with... we'll put Rockhopper out first, see if we can get something vulnerable. Then we'll go Draven, and then possibly even Calling Strike. We'll have to see where we're at. Yeah, we'll play Draven here. And we might try to Calling Strike his Victor, even though we gave it vulnerable. So I don't think he has anything created in his hand, so we'll go for that. He definitely could counter this with a Nopify, something along those lines. But we'll let him try to waste the mana and then do it. So he's thinking about it, and he's hitting me with the Nope. So he's keeping his Elusive Victor. That's pretty good. So we can just Captain Farron here, and I think that's probably our best bet. So we're going to just go Captain Farron. Does screw us with mana. We don't have enough for a Whirling Death now. But we can still apply some pressure. I'll send everything. I'll pull out with this because I do want to get Victor off the board. If he does block the 2, I can always just put a Spinning Axe here. Another Whimsy, though. Whimsy is crushing me. Never thought I'd say those words. So let's actually try to level Draven here. Not always what we want to do, but we'll go for it. We're getting a little desperate at this point, so we do want to try to get him leveled. Put 2 more damage there, which is good too. Double Whimsy, though, man. Who'd have thought? Not me. Alright. Vi is not leveled yet. He can obviously get a kill, but we have our second backup Draven, which is good. Just need to not die this turn. Oh, the lifesteal is brutal. The lifesteal is pretty brutal. So she's going to level from that. See, this is why maybe we should run quicksand. We're going to go for... So I don't think it's super worth that, to be honest. So we'll just let it happen. I mean, it sucks we healed for 10 there, or they healed for 10 there, which is pretty bad, but go for it anyway. So we have a Draven being played and one Decimate. And then we kind of need to draw something. I mean, I can definitely kill these characters. I said this before, so it might not go so well this time. But Victor can become a massive problem very quickly, so... So we'll start doing some of this. Alright, we got another Deny out, so it's Deny and Anopify, both gone. But they've been very successful Denies and Anopifies. Alright, so we got that. Which is at least something. We'll give him +2. I think I need to kill Vi. She's just super annoying. And we'll drag her out with this, and we'll see what happens. We have Decisive Maneuver. So we will see if this Decisive Maneuver works. We're also going to play one Spinning Axe on this guy, so he'll go to 5 attack if Decisive Maneuver goes through, which would put him at a decent spot. Nope, he has another Deny, so that's going to be the game for sure. And that's just how it works sometimes. So we'll do one more. I think I got the camera fixed. We'll go one more. We'll make it a slightly longer video. But we need redemption. So many rewards today, huh? Alright, so we'll go one more. So yeah, that type of game, you know, that felt... I had a few opportunities to get in there. 2 Whimsies just absolutely destroyed my face. Yeah, and I never thought I'd say that in a video, but here I am saying 2 Whimsies wrecked my face. All right, this is a Hecarim Azir deck, so it's going to come out swinging. Culling Strike could be good for Azir, and Ruthless Predator is great for Renekton here. I'm going to be a little greedy. I'm going to try to keep those 3. We'll see how it goes. We're all learning together, guys. That's the important thing here. We're all learning like a big old family of people who have no idea what these new cards do. But we top deck a 1-drop, so you got to be kind of happy about that. You know what? I'm gonna actually, if he's just playing like Sharks or something, I'll play the 2-drop. And he plays that, it gets vulnerable. We don't care about that, but I figured I can do that because it's most likely going to be something that can't block, and I can get 5 damage through, which is pretty big. So now really the question is, do we want to play a unit? Do we want to save mana so we can play a Renekton and let him be massive? See, at this point, it's like, all right, let's just kill Azir. I think Azir is a little bit too valuable. We'll hit him with the A-Soul. So we actually have a lot of good options here. If he plays Azir, we can do that. I think that's a play that needs to happen. If not, we can either play Iron Ballista to really put the pressure on, or we can save 2 mana so we can play Renekton and Ruthless Predator on turn 4, which will be an 8-attack unit coming through that turn, which is pretty massive. Now the question is, what is his 4-drop that's going to screw me playing a unit here? And I'm not sure there is, there's a lot of stuff they could be running. It could be a kill there. I think I'm going to take the free 5 damage first. I could get, anything. I could get Vile Feasted or something like that. But I think I'm just going to take that. I think it's a little greedy to go for, like, Renekton as well. I could give him a block here at least. We'll just take the damage and keep our board state as is. Next turn, we'll take more damage. Probably just play, like, Draven or something along those lines. So then we can set up a really big turn 6 as we attack. We'll go for that. All right, let's see. So those are going to kill a couple of my units here. So we don't want to play anything right now because we don't want additional things to be able to be drug out and killed. If we take some damage, we take some damage. That's going to happen. So he's pulling out Renekton, so I don't really have the luxury of saving this, and he can just block anyway. So I'll just take the trade while I have the option to right now. Alright, so he's going. He will get the Renekton kill, which is relatively annoying. Oh, and he Braum waved me. Yeah, we'll go with Rune Runner for now. The next turn we can play Draven and probably Ruthless Predator, which could be good. He doesn't have a Relentless wave coming out. There's no Sharks or anything along those lines just yet, so I'm not sure how we feel. He could have like a Ruination now. He's at 9 mana. But we're going to go with Draven and then Ruthless Predator something here. So Ruthless Predator is pretty sweet. So Ruthless Predator is cool because I can give, say, +2 to, we'll give +2 here to this and vulnerable to that. And in this instance, you know what? No, we'll do it like this. Yeah, we'll give +2 here, +2 there. And I could target something else and drag it out. But I think this is the best option here. Drag him out. And then Draven can actually attack as well. And he doesn't have a blocker for Draven at the moment. That won't die. I mean, he probably could just Glimpse Beyond or something along those lines. But at least we put the pressure on. Got to get some units off the board so we can survive. And we got to keep Azir off of the table. Leveled Azir can be quite a nightmare. My guess is Glimpse Beyond. Hourglass. And he's Hourglassing the Soul Shepherd. So that makes me want to think he's going to have some big ephemeral play next turn, is my guess. Yeah, maybe it's just Hecarim coming out next turn with 2 Soul Shepherds is the big play that he's thinking. Unsure. Or he's just digging right now. See, that's weird. I'm not sure. Maybe the last card's Hecarim, and he's really thinking that's going to do it. He hasn't attacked with many ephemerals yet, just 2. Yeah, so you got a Hecarim coming out. So they're going to be 4/4s. I can trade. I mean, I'm not in death territory yet. Yeah, I'm not going to die this turn, I don't believe. With only 1 extra mana that he has. So I could Culling Strike one of the Soul Shepherds now. That creates a situation where I can actually not take that much damage. Or I could play a unit. So we're going to go for the Culling Strike first. Because the unit here doesn't do a whole lot other than just die to the ephemeral blockers anyway. Oh, he's got the landmark. Alright, so that's pretty annoying. Shaped by stone. Or shaped stone, whatever the words are. So now we might actually die. Alright, so we live... I think we need to pitch something here. So we'll have 1 health left? We'll have 1 health left. Kill this Soul Shepherd. So Shaped Stone's pretty solid. Pretty good counter for Culling Strike for sure. We got 1 health left, and we have a Dream. That's what we're at right now. See what we can draw. Maybe the Spinning Axe was incorrect. Maybe it wasn't. Unsure. So we're going to go with Precious Pet. If we can get this damage through as well, we have a shot. So it really depends what he plays here. Alright, so we have a shot. So you're saying there's a chance. Because this is 6 Overwhelm damage and 2 Fearsome damage. So there is a chance. Either way, guys, this will be the end of the video. I appreciate you sticking it out if you've made it this far. Hourglass doesn't do it, and we get the W. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'm going to be making a lot of content with Shurima coming out this week. We actually have the guy who designed this entire set. He's coming on our podcast. So if you're interested in checking that out, the links are in the description below. Stay tuned to our Twitter, our Discord. We keep all that stuff updated relatively, all the time. Moderately addicted to social media like everybody. So you can check all that stuff out. Again, I apologize about the flashing camera issues. Hopefully it resolved itself a little bit here. If you guys are interested in this deck, the deck code will be in the description of the video as well. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the video, all that jazz. I appreciate you guys staying this long, and until next time, peace out.